Brain, I know what you're doing. I know how you work. And it's not going to work this time, okay? That's enough. So, my brain... Well, no, let's start again. I came up with a little side quest that I want to do, which will be a new series on the channel. You will hear about it soon. And I got really excited about this, and I want to start doing it straight away. And that means that my brain has jumped ahead to that side quest, and it thus wants to abandon everything I already started, which includes 2 stories which I already started, and I want to just get rid of them and just start the new exciting thing straight away. My neurospicy friends, you'll know what I'm talking about here. So this is making me not want to carry on writing these 2 stories, and I don't want to let that happen. You've got to remember that I got half written stories here that have been here for like 15 years, right? So there's a pattern emerging, okay? So we want to avoid this. I want to finish them. So I'm not going to start my new project or my new series until I hit 100 subscribers, because that will be exciting, or until we hit the turn of the year, 21st of June. And then I'll launch it. Whichever of those comes first, we'll launch it. But I should finish these stories. I should finish what I damn well started. And I'm having trouble, basically. So this already happened on my first writing session of the week. I didn't feel like doing it, so then I wrote the copy for my website instead, which was still useful writing. But really I knew, please don't lick my hair. I knew that I was avoiding getting back to the stories. I don't think it's anything to do with the stories in particular, although I have sort of in my head decided that I now hate them. There's no good reason for that. They're probably fine. And they deserve to be finished. These characters deserve an ending. This ghost deserves a haunting. So I will set that limit on my side project to say that I won't start it until either we hit 100 subscribers, yeah, or until the turn of the year. And that will give me the time needed to finish 1, hopefully 2 stories. So that is the current situation. Obviously, I am wearing a cat as well, which is lovely and warm on my shoulders and neck. So we are gonna go for it. We are gonna write. We are going to try and push through this brain block. Hold me accountable, okay? Not the face. It's too much. I love you, but I don't want you to lick my face and hair, okay? And I know you're just showing me that you love me, but it feels really weird. Oh, let's go. We're gonna start 25 minutes. Got my tea. Let's write. Okay, so I've done my 25 minutes. Was a bit difficult to kind of push through there. Only written about 500 words so far. I think part of the challenge with this specific story is I didn't ever have an outline or a sequence for the story. What I had was kind of a series of elements and settings that I wanted to bring together. And I think I'm struggling a bit to do that. So I am kind of making it up as I go along, which is fine, right? But that's probably why it's feeling a little bit slower. I think that I have an idea of where I want to take it. I just need to kind of get it there. Not really sure how I want it to end, actually. we'll have to see. And I also wanted to keep this story short, and it's already becoming long, but I'm pretty confident that this is one that's going to get tightened up considerably in editing, so I just won't worry about that too much at the moment. I'll just try to get the first draft done. So we're going to take a break and make a tea as usual, move my body a little bit, and then we will get back to it. It is 9, so I probably will do another 25 minutes and then I'll reassess, see how I feel. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish this story tonight in whatever form, okay? Doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't even need to be good. Doesn't need to be short, long, whatever. Let's just finish it, okay? That is the goal for the evening. And that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be here until midnight. It means that I'm gonna finish it within the next hour, okay? It's 8 minutes past 9. I'm gonna finish this story by 10 o'clock this evening. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so it is 59 minutes since I last spoke to you. Have I finished the story? In a way, yes. I felt like I couldn't progress on it. I just wanted to get to the end. And I thought I could force myself to finish writing it all. That didn't work. But what I did decide to do in order to move past that block was I wrote 5 bullet points on the scenes that I wanted to write to get me to the end of the story. Just like 1-line descriptions, what happens. And then I wrote the last scene. So I have finished it the way that I want it to finish, but I haven't done the rest. So there are still 4 more kind of scenes, broadly speaking, that I need to fill in, which I'm not going to do tonight because it's bedtime. And something happened to my eye during that hour as well, which is incredibly uncomfortable. So I also can't now see very clearly. So let's save that, turn it off, and I will come back to it. And I might work backwards now so that I eventually meet myself somewhere in the middle. And I'm doing this with the knowledge that this story is going to need a hell of a lot of editing. I think it can be a lot shorter than the first draft is going to be, but we need to finish it first, and then we will leave it a while and then go back to editing it. So did kind of finish it, but not entirely, and that's okay. I'm starting to realise that I don't necessarily need to write each story in a linear order. So I wrote what felt feasible and doable, and then I will fill in the rest another time. So that is it for this evening. I'm gonna go and get some more eye drops and then go to bed. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. So I've been sitting on this, thinking about it, and I think I've changed my mind about this story and what I need to do. So towards the end of the video, it showed me changing tactic and just bullet pointing out the scenes, and then I ended up writing or drafting in full the last scene. And I felt like I have to make myself finish this story before I can move on to do something else. But then I actually realised I don't have to. Nobody's making me. There's no rule that says I have to finish something in a linear or a sequential way. And also, like, I can't force my motivation. I don't work like that. I can't force myself to want to work on a story. And that evening, I was just struggling with that story. I wasn't feeling it, even though I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to do. I just couldn't get myself to get the words out. And I should have recognized that that was actually okay to do that. So what I'm going to do with this story is I will finish it. I just don't know how and when I'll finish it. And I'm going to dip back into it when I feel compelled to dip back into it. And I'm going to continue writing it and drafting it in that way. It's a good story. I believe in it. My brain was telling me that it was kind of rubbish and that I should just, abandon it. That was not true. So this is the way that I've decided to approach that story now. And I think that's also how I need to approach my other stories as well. And the thing is, I guess the reason why I'm here speaking to you now is because I had a load of unfinished stories, right, that I'd been holding for years, and I decided this was going to be the year when I was going to write them, and I had to finish them. So I think I have that in my idea in my head that I need to finish the stories, right? I have to get them finished, and I will still do that, and I still want to do that, but that doesn't have to look the same way every time for every story, and it can look different ways for different people's writing processes, right? So, and now I have a regular writing routine. I am writing on a more or less flexible schedule. I'm writing every week, so the risk of kind of leaving stuff abandoned is not like it was before in all the years previously. So I just need to remember that and not panic that, oh my God, I'm not going to finish anything, right? Because that's obviously a deep-seated fear in me of not finishing projects. So, yeah, I've had a rethink, and it's okay to not finish a story in one go. It's also okay to move on to another story and then just dip back into it. I can do that. Can do things like that. There are no rules dictating this, right? I think that I'm bound by a lot of unseen rules that I have sort of perceived around me, which actually turn out to often not be real things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.